Live from Billy's house, it's In the Kitchen with Quattro Amigos.
Thank you. Please hold the applause. Well, thank you, dearest audience, for joining us today. Today we've got a very special episode. We are going to be creating a delicious cake called Tres Leches. You'll need flour,
milk,
sugar,
heavy whipping cream,
huevos,
unsalted butter,
sweetened condensed milk,
evaporated milk,
baking powder,
vanilla extract,
and my Lanta.
The first step is to preheat the oven to 350 degrees.
Second step, you're going to need to butter and flour the pan. Now, I like to use my unsalted butter. Take a little bit, open it up like that, and just smear it around the sides. You can have fun with it. Get your hands in there, smear it around, all on each side, just like that. Now, we got the sides. Now we want to get the bottom of the pan. Just do that. Play around with it. You know, have fun. Baking is all about having fun, just discovering who you are. So just get the inside. Yes. Oh, our oven's almost ready. So once you're done buttering, I think that's a nice even coat. You can tell when you can't peer through the glass. Next, we want to take our flour. I like to take just little pinches, you know, just for fun. And just play around with it, you know. Just smear it on your face. Little touches here and there. And just take your hands and dig in there. Nice and smooth and softly. Yes.
Now that our baking pan's all greased up, we're ready to sift the flour and baking powder together. Now we're ready to pop the flour in. And we're going to sprinkle in some baking powder. Now we need to spank it a little. Just have a little fun with it. We're just going to sift it out and just try and combine these ingredients. We don't want any chunkies.
For step number 3, we're going to add the sugar and the butter together and stir it till fluffy, like a pillow. Now that we've got that ready, it's time to add the eggs. I like to draw faces on my eggs. Now add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now blend it well.
Once thoroughly mixed, add the flour mixture 2 tablespoons at a time while mixing. Now that we've got our batter, nice, soft, and fluffy like a pillow on a warm summer day, we need to pour it in our little baking pan. Now, I like to use one of these rubber spatulas. It's just, there's something more satisfying about a rubber spatula than a wooden one. The wooden ones are just got like little spinners in them. So what you need to do is just scoop it in one chunk at a time. Slowly. Remember, no chunk of batter left behind. Now, after scooping up every bit of bitter batter from the bowl to the baking pan, I like to flatten it out. You know, just, if you want, you can just punish it a little, give it a little spank. Now for the fun part. You may recall in previous step where we preheated the oven to 350 degrees. That's because we need to bake our cake in an oven. Now I like to gently just slide the cake in. Just like that, and close it. You use your arms to close it. Now remember, you always want to wear baking mitts. This is the kind firemen use. Make sure to set it for 30 minutes, not seconds or hours. And we must wait.
While we wait for our cake to bake, let's discuss some interesting facts about Tres Leches.
Nobody really knows who invented Tres Leches. Some believe it was Gustavo McNorman, Senor Fajita, or even Mr. Carey.
Although no one knows exactly from who or from where Tres Leches came from, one possible theory is that the recipe was put on the back of condensed or evaporated milk cans from Latin America in order to promote the product.
This cake is very popular in Nicaragua, Mexico, Cuba, Puerto Rico, and Guatemala.
Oh, looks like we're ready to bring our cake out of the oven. Now, I like to think of the oven as a mother, and inside the oven, the mother's womb, and the cake, the baby. Now, this cake is called Tres Leches, and this baby's craving some milk. Now, not the milk that a baby would normally suckle from his mother's chest, but instead, a nice combination of 3 different milks. Let's go to the next step.
The next step, we need to combine the Tres Leches, the 3 types of milks. First, we need 2 cups of whole milk. There's 1, and then there's 2. Next, we'll put in 1 can of evaporated milk, and then 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And then we're going to put a lid on this and shake it all up.
Now, in order to soak the cake in the Tres Leches, we have to poke holes throughout the whole cake with a fork. Now that the cake is all poked up, put the mixture on the cake and let it soak up. Ta-da!
Next, we must create the topping for our Tres Leches cake. While it soaks, let's mix it. For this, you'll need 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, 1 cup, and 2nd cup. Next, you'll need 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor extract. Now, I like to pour the vanilla over this in case I spill. 1. Oh, you know what? A little vanilla never hurt anyone. Now, I also, for that extra sweetness, would love to add a cup of sugar. Ah, yes. Now we shall beat till it is fluffy.
Now we're going to take our perfectly mixed topping and pour it all over the Tres Leches cake. Spread it around a little bit. Oh, it's okay, tease it a bit. Cooking is all about having fun and enjoying yourself. Little tap right there. And now, the cake is ready to eat.
Thank you for joining us today. As you can see, we still need to complete our last step, enjoying our Tres Leches cake. So long, everybody.